about you?
Emma, I'm only interpreting my role. So I'm sure if you play the one where I acting like a crazy person, you still say, "Am I crazy in real
Yes,
life?"
but probably I'll still
No,
may have to
I'm
ask you
only,
that
I'm
question.
just the
I understand, but
actor.
still. Okay, let me put this question this way: can you define love for us? What do you call love? How do you express love?
Love is an expression of who you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that all?
Because love is an expression of who you truly are. There's love, God. I mean, there's bits and pieces of love inside each and every one of us. It all depends on how you want to express it. You get?
Okay.
Some people express it violently. Some people express it the
Okay,
godly
love
way.
can also be expressed violently,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to believe. Yeah.
Okay. How do you express yours? Hello, viewers. Once again, I welcome you to this podcast known as Nollywood Hardcore. Of course, from our other editions, you have seen several legends come to play with me here and tell their story. Today is no different. But the different thing about today's own is I have a diva in the house. A delectable, sexy, beautiful diva. You know, that's diva that when you see her on the screen, you start to wonder, say, hey, where is this girl from? I know a lot of you has been asking this question about her. But today, she's going to be answering all our questions. You'll get to know where she's from, where she grew up, which school she attended, and everything about her. I know you're wondering who I'm talking about. Your mind is racing, right? Don't worry. You're going to see her now. Ladies and gentlemen, presented to you on Nollywood Hardcore, no other person but Monalisa, Chinda.
Hi, Ma. Thank you.
Monalisa, how you doing?
I'm okay. Fine. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
So this thing that I just said now, do they ask you that question? Do they ask you like, are you half caste? Where you from? You look like a foreigner. Do they ask you that?
A lot. It's I've grown up. I mean, I grew up with all this kind of questions. Some of them are controversial.
Okay.
So for some of them are half Australia, half Congo. I don't know why they keep mentioning Congolese. Congo, you know.
Does they have Australia, half Congo?
Half Congolese and half Australian. I don't know why the
mix.
The mix, probably the the boreholes, lifestyle.
They just mix it for you. They just give you an identity of where you're from.
Yes. So
without you saying anything.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's always an African identity.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So today I'm sure today is their lucky day. So you're going to be telling them exactly where you're from. If there's a mix, if there's a rice and stew and beans mix somewhere, you're going to clear it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So you know her name. Her name is Monalisa Chinda. So Monalisa, you're going to be telling us where you were born, where you grew up, the schools that you attended.
Well, I'm from River State. I'm from Ikore tribe. My mom is from Imo State. My dad is from Ikore. And in fact, I have a bit of my background and upbringing from, the Bonny side of it. Because my grandma is from Bonny as well. So I have the mix and match of the Niger Delta. I'm a core Niger Delta. So I studied my primary school in Port Harcourt, my secondary school in Port Harcourt, my higher institution in Port Harcourt, University of Port Harcourt to be precise. And growing up was just beautiful.
So you don't have any mix anyway?
Nope.
You see? For those of you that have been calling her half Congo, half Japanese, half whatever, you've heard it from Monalisa today. She is not mixed. She is just blessed with a beautiful complexion.
That's right.
It's nice to have you, Monalisa.
Thank you so much.
So you schooled in the University of Port Harcourt.
That's right.
What course did you study?
Theatre arts.
Theatre arts. Is that why you chose to get into acting?
It's what happened when I was trying to fill in my jam form was quite magical because I didn't want to read theatre. No, I wanted to read theatre, but my parents, those days, parents, you have to do what your parents want you to do. To read in school, which was my parents wanted me to read law, and I didn't know. I didn't just like to read. I'm not a reader. I'm not an academic person. But yes, I like to read novels, but not serious books. Growing up, yeah. So I was struggling with that knowledge. I'm going to become a lawyer. I love the idea of becoming a lawyer, but the process to becoming a lawyer was the issue.
When others are doing 4 years before they graduate, lawyers were doing 5
so
or
almost
6
like
years.
medicine. Yeah, exactly. So I was just thinking, I wanted to just start early, start a family early. Why would I spend half of my early days in studying? So that actually got to me. But however, when my mom especially filled that form, when I was going to submit it, I cleaned it.
You cleaned the lawyer?
The school, university, River State, Arts and Culture? No. River State University. Oh, God, my goodness, I can't even. Science and Technology. Okay, yes, that's what they read. Yes, exactly. So I erased it and I filled first course. Attempt. Yeah, theatre arts, Ile-Ife. Second, theatre arts, University of Port Harcourt.
Okay, and then you got University of Port Harcourt.
My cut-off point was overboard, so my parents didn't want me to go that far. Okay, since you've gone to do what you want to do, stay home with us instead of going to
live in school.
Yeah, so I started. I now opted for University of Port Harcourt, and that's how I started reading theatre arts.
So when you got the admission to read theatre arts, they didn't bother about you becoming a lawyer anymore? They left you alone?
Yes, with a tinge of anger and stuff, but they just they just let me be, and they now saw the advantage when I did had my first public performance.
In the movies or
in the movie, and of course
stage?
live on stage.
Okay.
They were really proud and were happy that they allowed me to be to do
what you wanted to be.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so talking about being an actor, how did you find yourself in Nollywood?
Easy peasy. Just finished, graduated, and just started. I started acting from school.
Yeah.
So that just typically launched me into the bigger picture. So when I did my youth service, I had to focus on coming to Lagos.
Where did you serve?
Ikare Akoko.
Ikare what?
Ikare Akoko, Ondo State.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So that's it, and I launched the bigger picture with Zigzulo Kafo, and that's how I started.
How did he discover you? I'm interested in knowing.
Zik just discovers. Zik is not a typical go and refer me to this person who is, I like that person who acted on your, I want her on my set. I want her to play this role. He's not that kind of person. He goes to source out who he wants that fits a particular picture and character, and he trains the person, and that's it. So luckily for me, I already have the background of theatre, acting, and all of that, so it was just easy for him. And I've already started doing a bit of public performances in school. First was Pregnant Virgin, 2006, and 2006, yes. Apart from the other ones I've done earlier in 2003, and all of that. So that's just it. Nothing more, just easy.
So basically, your first movie as an actor in Nollywood was in
2006, yes.
2006.
Yes, apart from soap opera I did with Ejike Asebin, NT Aba, and all the small skits and small stuff I was doing whilst in school.
Okay.
Yeah. But the bigger one was Pregnant Virgin, 2006.
Was that the movie that launched you into limelight? There must have been.
I want to believe
because
then,
usually a lot of actors have their first movie and then the one that launches them into limelight.
Yes, I think that should be it. Because then, Nollywood was gaining momentum with the likes of Living in Bondage and all them Kunle Kilani's movies and all of that. Yes. So I want to believe that's it. That was what launched me.
When you found yourself on that spot,
Yeah.
you started to become popular.
Mm-hmm.
Was it like a dream come true for you? Did you see like it was a dream come true for you?
Oh God, I saw it as inconvenience because it wasn't a dream come true per se. I didn't think it would hit me so hard that I can't do my thing that I used to do. People would say, "Oh, I saw your TV." I started wearing veil, going to probably go to supermarkets. I just didn't like the idea that I have to take pictures that time. People want to talk to me, and so I was so shy. I said, "Is this what I'm going to see?" So I took a break. I just said, okay, let me concentrate on my studies.
Okay.
And then when I finished, and Zeke just took me in, and I started acting, professionally and all that. So I just thought it kind of, made me a little bit, I don't know, just...
Yes, because, getting close to you, I found out that you are a very private person.
I am super private.
Yes, super private. And a very shy one too.
Yeah.
So, how are you able to, live these lives together? Because the life of an actor is the life of the public. It's almost like you can't hide. Everywhere you go, you're being identified. Everywhere you go, people know you. So how do you reconcile you being a private person, shy person, and also being a public person as an actor?
Honestly, I can't really put a finger on it, but I know that nothing can stop me from being who I am, who I'm supposed to be, whether I'm in a public space or not. I'm naturally a very, I don't want to self-gratify myself, but I'm naturally a very cool, calm, and collected person, naturally.
Yes.
So I didn't think anything would put pressure on me at all. Yes, I'm a reserved woman.
Yes.
It's nature. And I didn't think being in the public space would change that for me. So I kind of struck a balance. When I'm public, when I'm in my work, it should be there. But when I'm home, because I'm a family-oriented woman, when I'm home, I keep it home and closely knitted. I don't want to stick all my problems or issues, or whether beautiful or sad, out there. So I'm a family woman, and family, if you're a typical family from a royal background, you don't want to take all your business out there. So I learned that naturally. I didn't have to be taught that. My parents didn't tell me that. I just, had to
learn it.
Yeah. So it didn't change anything at all.
Because
for me.
I know some actors that they will almost tell the public when they go to the toilets.
Yeah,
I know actors like that, almost everything they do is being shared with the social media court of law
for content,
to judge them, or I don't know if they do that for content or they do that for clout. I don't really know.
For validation.
I don't know, but yours is different. Because I can't even remember seeing anywhere on the blog saying Monalisa Chinda did this or Monalisa Chinda did that. It's almost like you're not there, but you're there.
I don't know. It's just being I manage my public. I just manage myself, whichever way you want to look at it, because I think my background has a lot to do with it.
Your upbringing?
Yeah, my upbringing has a lot to do with it.
We're going to come back to this upbringing thing because I have a question for you based on that upbringing. But for now, we're just going to take a short break. We go on a short break, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe just drink 1 or 2 water just to clear our throat. And then we come back. This is Nollywood Hardcore with Labista. And today, I have my guest as Monalisa Chinda. Please don't touch that dial. We'll be back. Hello, we're back. Thanks for not changing the channel. This is still Nollywood Hardcore with Labista, and still, my host today is the beautiful Monalisa Chinda. Monalisa, before I ask you my next question, I'd like to show you something on the screen. Please, can you play back for me this video on the screen?
What is this? Chinda, which movie is it? I want to ask you a question.
What is it, my daughter? Go ahead.
Mama, why didn't you attend Ekene's father's burial?
What is that, my dear? I was afraid Ekene's mother, Monica, will not welcome me.
Why?
Both of us are not in talking terms. We have been quarreling from our youth. We had serious problem when we were together in the youth choir.
Mama. Oh, so both of you have been bearing grudges for each other since then. But she attended father's burial ceremony.
Enough of this marathon question. Is it because I've been keeping quiet about you and Ekene? I only allowed it because he stood by you when your father died and you were broken-hearted. So don't just mistake my quietness for acceptance.
Sorry, I was just trying to
I said keep quiet! Trying to ask me what? You won't mind your business. Very soon I'll call Papa.
All right, thank you. So Mona, how does it feel seeing one of your old movies? How does it feel?
Oh my God.
For you right now?
Right now, it's it's so nostalgic and kind of refreshes my, kind of my memory. I don't even know when this was shot.
You can't remember.
The title. I can't remember. And I don't see myself at this young age.
Yes.
It's quite interesting, honestly.
So, what do you think that has changed over the years between this Monalisa on the screen and this Monalisa right here?
I don't think anything has changed, honestly. If you're talking in context of my acting prowess, my acting skills, yes, every day we improve as human beings, and people who are, in their various crafts, we improve. So nothing has changed in terms of characterization, in terms of my being being the same person I am as today. Nothing has changed. I'm still the same person.
Same person.
Yes.
Okay. So, as an actor, what has been your biggest career challenge?
Career challenge. Several. First of all, professionally, I haven't really explored some of this God-given talent that I have. And I think it's because it has to do with where we are as an industry.
Okay.
And having to, I've worked myself. I love process. I love to take my time to immerse myself in the process of growth. My career-wise, I haven't really gotten. I think getting there, it will take a lot, because we're sentimental in choosing casts. We're sentimental in giving people roles that are not supposed to be given to them. We're sentimental in several things. We're sentimental about it. So, it's okay. Yeah, if it's okay if you think this person is okay for a particular role, why not? You can give them the role. It doesn't really matter. So for me, I still have I still have quite a lot to do in terms of my career, boosting my career as an actor. Yeah. I still have a lot to do. So taking my time, working in the process. I love the process of growth.
Do you think it's something you can achieve here in Nigeria, like the heights you would like to attain?
Why not? Actor? I started here very well. I'm still doing what I'm doing very well here. My becoming who I am today started from my roots, starting from here, Nigeria. So yes, growth, like I said, should be something that will. It shouldn't be ruled out. I am growing in my career. I haven't stopped. I don't think anyone should stop. You know,
Just no stopping.
No, there's no stopping. You just choose what you want to do, and making sure it's right for your personality, making sure it's right for your, you know, your personality should fit into the, you know, the role that you are being given. Yeah, and then doing, you know, acting outside your comfort zone as well. For instance, let me give you a typical example. Acting as a crazy person, a psychopath, someone who has schizophrenia, is one of the things I love to do. You understand? I love to play this kind of very tough hardcore roles. Okay. So I haven't explored that a lot. I haven't explored acting as a very old woman. That's what I mean when I'm talking about career.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't done like a real old woman who is, you know, real old and, you know, who is filled with wisdom and all of that. I haven't done that. And acting as a schizo, I haven't explored that area as well. But I did that, I think I did that once, but that was 10 years ago. So you can imagine me being casted like that now, after all the experiences.
With all the movies that you've done, you've never played a mad woman?
No, I have never.
I would really love to see you play
Yes, because
that role.
most directors, once they see me,
They look at you like an Ajibo girl.
Glam. It's always about glam. I don't like that. It's always about...
But this one that we just played back now is not glam, and you did pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. This is the kind of roles but you see, it's always a struggle for maybe whoever that owns the movie and the director. They just feel I'm too light for that kind of role. They feel that playing this kind of, you know, roles are for dark people, for people who don't look. No, that's why I said in terms of casting, there's a lot of sentiments going on, which is okay. I mean, you know, it's fine. So thorough. We have to also try to be as thorough as we can when we are trying to cast actors for roles. We haven't gotten there yet.
Gentlemen out there, if you're watching and if you're a director or a producer, you're hearing from Monalisa now. She doesn't like you guys to always cast her as an Ajibo girl. She wants to be challenged. Give her the role of a mad woman. Try her in some other kind of a local, maybe a groundnut seller, pure water, you understand, hustling, crossing the street, you know, people trying to drag her and stuff like that, make she change her for them, you know, those kind of things, Abby?
Yes.
Come on, guys, you guys can do better than that. Let's see Monalisa in a different color.
I hope they will.
Let's just hope they will listen.
The other rice seller that I did in 2006 with one of my, you know, veteran directors who directed it, I acted as Centobee's girlfriend and late Centobee. I mean, God bless her. So that's about something I've gotten close to doing.
Okay.
Do you understand? And I totally enjoyed every bit of that role. Yeah.
Okay, let's look at this other video. Please play back the other one. Play back the other video, please.
Who is this?
Who is this for me?
What's happening here? Who is this person? What you did this thing? Is that not
Don't
so
cry.
That's not so
Don't cry. Judy, I love you. I love you so much.
I love you more. I love you. I'm going to live without you.
Judy, we really have to part ways now. Okay? So, right?
I want to go with you. Let me go with you.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. You know what? You walk me a little bit, then you go back home. Just a little bit. Alright? No, night is fast running and I have to go and pack for tomorrow. I miss you too. I miss you so much. I know how you feel, but... Judy. Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you. You know, while I was watching this movie, first of all, I love the movie. I can't remember the title of this movie, but I love the movie. And you had a very deep expression of love, like a lover girl. Your expression of love here was quite deep. It was so natural that I am tempted to ask you this question. Are you a lover girl?
What has that got to do with my interpreting the role?
You know, sometimes they say that people interpret certain roles better because it has some connection with
Some
who they
elements.
are. Yes, some elements of connection with their personality. So that got me wondering because the girl Judith here that you interpreted is an expression of what love should be. Do you understand? I understand that is a script that was given to you, but the interpretation of that character, of that role, to me, tells a lot about you.
Emma, I'm only interpreting my role. So I'm sure if you play the one where I acting like a crazy person, you still say, "Am I crazy in real
Yes, but
life?"
probably I'll still may have to
I'm
ask you
only-
that
I'm
question.
just a proper-
I understand,
I'm an
but
actor.
still on still. Okay, let me put this question this way. Can you define love for us? What do you call love? How do you express love?
Love is God. God is love. That's what I can say. Leave me alone.
Well, that is-
God is love. Love is God. I mean, yeah, that's it. Love is an expression of who you are.
yes.
Yeah.
Is that all?
What do you love? In what context you want me to talk about love now? You know, you have to attach some sort of subject to this love because love is an expression of who you truly are. There's love, God. I mean, there's bits and pieces of love inside each and every one of us. It all depends on how you want to express it. You get?
Okay.
Some people express it violently. Some people express it the godly
Okay,
way.
love can also be expressed violently,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to believe. Yeah.
Okay. How do you express yours? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Between the old Nollywood and the recent Nollywood, I'm sure you have done some movies recently.
Yes.
And then comparing them to the old Nollywood.
Yeah.
What do you think has changed?
I don't know what you mean by old Nollywood and new Nollywood. I just
What
don't
I mean by old
understand what that
Nollywood, I
means.
mean the one I just played back now.
Yeah.
Is old Nollywood, and the movies we shoot recently is
And
the
new
ones that are
Nollywood?
referred to new Nollywood in the sense that a lot has changed. Of course, a lot has changed.
okay.
Technically, a lot has changed. That's what I mean by how do you compare the old ways of filmmaking and the new ways?
So that's a better question because I don't believe in old and new. Nollywood is Nollywood.
Yeah.
There's no old, there's no new.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean we have improved in all ramification in terms of our acting style, the technical, style, the cameras, the location, and what is also very significant is the fact that people are now taking more acting classes and lessons to improve their skills. They're more, because the way, this has nothing to do with my background as being a theater person. A lot of people who read medicine but they want to be in the entertainment industry are now beginning to take the time out to understand what entertainment, being an entertainment industry is about. So that for me is, it's acceleration. It shows speed. So we have the collaboration alone, but we're meeting international standard. The collab, we even have to bring in some Hollywood actors down here, or we go over there. We collaborate with them. We have really set a huge standard for ourselves. Nigeria is one of the number one, if I want to say, film production. Film production and having to churn out fantastic actors and actresses. We're doing very well. Yeah.
But you agree with me that we have not gotten to where we should be yet?
We haven't, but we're there. We're almost there. It's the same struggle everywhere in every entertainment industry. They keep improving in their acts. The only thing I know where you're coming from in terms of finance, in terms of funds, in terms of making money from your craft. Yeah, that would be addressed. But for talking about acting, talking about the way we do our movies now, editing, the style, the technical side of it, we're not doing badly.
Is there anything you think we should do more to better the industry?
Yeah, that would be actors' rights. That would be illumination, actors' rights in terms of royalties. Yeah, and I want to leave it at that.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, you remember before we went on break, I told you that I was going to come back to your background. Okay, so let's just rewind back a little bit.
All right.
How did you grow up? Like, what kind of family did you grow up in? Was it like a religious family, how you were brought up?
Yeah.
Can you just tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I'm from a royal home. Religion played a very big role. Yeah, and parents were very religious and strict. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
So do you think how you were brought up reflects on who you are today?
Yeah, and there's what is really the bedrock of my growing up is love. Everything was embedded in love. We didn't see anything outside of love. So hence the reason what some of the things that is happening now that I see, so much spewing of so much hate, so much there's just so much going on at the moment, and I don't know how. All I think and I see and I hope to for people to understand is that you don't dwell or stew in your problems. You have to have some sort of solution to every problem, and in a very calm, spirited, way, and rather than doing the whole drama that would lead you to nowhere and the problem still stands. So that's how I grew up. I grew up with so much, love is my language. That's all I know. I don't know how to not to apply
Hate around it.
Yes, that's the only way that I know. So that doesn't mean I haven't been hit hardly. I haven't been beaten. I haven't been betrayed. I haven't been, I haven't had all those challenges. But I've completely remained consistent in loving even the enemies, whoever they are. So that's it.
So what is your take on today's religion in Nigeria? I want to ask you this. In Nollywood, sexual abuse is one of the issues that a lot of people have come out to complain about. Probably maybe an actor being abused by a producer or a director, or even vice versa. It could still be an abuse from an actor to an actor, or actor to a producer, vice versa. Now, my question to you is that were you ever abused sexually in Nollywood? If no, what is the message that you have for maybe the producers that like to abuse their actors sexually?
So, I've never been abused. I don't even know what that is. So when I hear unfortunately, when people come out to proclaim or complain that this person abused him or her sexually, because it's always him or her, it's the first thing that goes to my mind is, what is the reason? Was there a clandestine arrangement or conversations that led to that act? Because that is quite disturbing.
Yeah.
Was there a what was the line? What was the conversation that led to that? What? You know what I mean. What led to? Yeah, something must be a motivational. I mean, there must be a motif behind.
I'm not sure there is usually a motive behind, because sometimes I know that there are some randy producers who could just see a girl and start to lust for her.
That's what I'm saying. From the other side, from the other person, what is the conversation that led to? I mean, he has given you the green light already that he wants you.
Okay.
So how did you get to that situation or position where he's got to?
It could be innocence.
All right.
Yeah, she could be innocent.
Okay.
She may not see it coming. You understand? Some producers, some directors like to play fatherly role to some of these.
So you are now
actors.
telling me, because I honestly don't know.
Oh, okay.
How you because this is something I'm learning from you. So it could be she's naive,
Yeah,
or
she could
he's
be
naive,
yes.
not knowing that this is what is awaiting the person. So I don't know how it gets to that point of sexual abuse. I don't know how that happens.
So what would you say to the producers that usually take advantage of young girls to do that? What advice would you give out to them?
Yeah, they need to know why they're in the industry in the first place. Are you there to harass your subordinate? Because you're in the power to give, to lend a helping hand, to advise, to cast somebody in your production. Why would you want to do that? I mean, why do you think that this is only the right way to get somebody, to seduce somebody, to lure the person into your production? I think that should be, to be curbed, and I think serious decision from the department that handles that, to take that decision to take away every directors that have the mindset of want to abuse
Young actors.
Yeah, young actors. So that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lots of young people see you as a role model. So in winding up now, how would you advise these young ones that are trying to come up, trying to come into the entertainment industry? What advice can you give out to them?
Yeah, so take their craft seriously. One thing you have to also understand is seriousness in the craft. You have to take your craft seriously. Now, when you are serious with your craft, that could launch you to a bigger picture. Launch you to a bigger picture. Take it seriously. Be focused. Be determined, and above all, stay humble, and remain humble, and. Always be prepared. The actor always are always prepared. So always be prepared for and then auditioning is very important. I will also talk to most actors, young actors, always go for auditions and always look the parts and be prepared. I think that's it.
These days, do we still have auditions?
That's the thing.
Because
till tomorrow in Hollywood,
remember,
which we always copy, they do auditions till tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Way back, we could run auditions for months.
Yes, I remember.
Before we shoot a movie.
Before you shoot a movie.
Yeah. So, but these
more
days,
script conferences should also be encouraged. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Monalisa. Thank you for joining us on Nollywood Hardcore.
Thank you for having me, and I hope I answered your questions.
Oh yes, you did good. You did good. But before I let you go, I'll just run you on a quick question and answer session, so we know which are your preferences. Would you prefer an ogbono soup or an egusi soup?
Egusi soup.
Egusi soup. Would you prefer a black man or a white man?
A black man anytime, any day.
Yeah. Movie or music? Which one would you rather chill with?
Must I choose? Can't I just have both?
But you could have a preference.
Music.
Music.
Yes, please.
Fish or meat?
Fish.
Fish at the time. Toyota or Honda?
Hey. Toyota.
Toyota. If you were to travel for holiday, would you rather go to UK or go to the Europe?
So the UK is my first soft landing. Yes, that would be the airport first.
If you had to own a home, would you go for the duplex or the bungalow?
Bungalow.
Thank you very much, Monalisa, for joining us on Nollywood Hardcore.
Thank you for
It's been a wonderful time with you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, guys, this is it today on Nollywood Hardcore with the beautiful Monalisa Chinda. I hope you all had a wonderful time with her. And please join me another time as we still bring another legend on this chair of my guests for another session of this podcast known as Nollywood Hardcore, the Legends Untold Story. I remain your host, Ima Ehumadu, aka Labista. Thank you.